It is fucking time, ladies and gentlemen. There goes my monetary thing. That's right. First 15 seconds. Oh,
whoops! And it wasn't even me! And it wasn't even me!
No, you're right. I did it to myself this time around.
You just shot yourself in the foot before I shot you in the foot.
I would really appreciate if you stopped shooting me in the foot.
No.
Okay.
Kingmaker!
Kingmaker! Why isn't... Oh, that's because it's on the Elgato screen. There we go. What the fuck do you mean, watch now, watch my... What? Why is it recommending my own stream? YouTube! Watch live now.
Did you know?
100, a new module, Pathfinder Kingmaker.
Oh my god!
Jeez, you know what? That's fine, because I can go right to the stream and have the chat. So, that works out. So,
yeah.
First things first, I need you to sound check, because we never did that.
I'm gonna try.
Okay. And while that's going on, I'll just do my thing. Hello! We are very late to this. Important discussions that we're being having in the background. I have a feeling that the game is gonna need to be ducked a little.
Yeah, it's been loud.
Yeah, I can barely hear you.
Yeah! Not even coming up on my PlayStation, that's weird.
Yeesh. Wait, the stream?
Yeah, it came up on my computer, so we're fine. It's just my PlayStation's being a bitch.
Gotcha. That should be better. Again, I don't know how it's going to react with Skype. Because Skype is a bitch.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
we're
that fucking dynamic is probably gonna cause problems.
Yeah. That being said, can you still hear it?
To me, both on my TV and on my computer, because I try to check both, because they both give me different fucking results.
Right.
It sounds fine,
okay.
I'd say. So I think we're good.
Alright. Also, it being at the resolution that it is really weird on my PlayStation. Hold on. We'll get into it. It's an older... I mean, it's not that old. It's only from 2018.
Oh, Kingmaker? Yeah, it's not super old. I feel like this game has been around longer than it actually has for some reason.
No, you're absolutely right.
I feel like I've been recommended this game for most of my fucking life, even though it didn't exist until... Well, I mean, technically, I guess... Well, there's the enhanced edition. That wasn't the enhanced... Hold on. I need to... Fucking... Not 2018.
Yeah, no, I only know that because I had to look at the logo.
Right, yeah.
Which,
again, just like, it feels like it's been around...
It feels like an older school game. At least just from the opening here, it feels like an older school game.
Right.
Anyway.
But I think that's just because the visuals...
Yes.
Oh, hi, Suzie.
Uh-huh.
Well, that makes it better.
Yeah.
Hello, you can see the character creation process.
Hello.
We've just been sound checking and all that.
Yep. Because...
You'll get to see the wonderful monstrosity that we're gonna make for this fucking series.
The unnamed monstrosity, because... Ugh, that's a whole other thing.
Do we want to get into it now, or when we get to that point in the character creation process?
When we get to that point.
Yeah, I figured.
You haven't named them yet?
Nope.
Well, that's the last thing you do in the character creator is you name them.
Right.
So, literally, like the last thing you do. That and birthday.
Yeah. Which I'll just make today. I'll just make the birthday today.
That bucket.
Because that's when it's created.
Woo! More January
Malakota's birthday is.
So, I have a joke that I've talked about with Suzie, which is, ever since I started assigning OC birthdays to when I actually make them, or at least when I finalize them, well, either finalize them or when the idea first was thought up, a lot of them end up being in January. And that is because normally I use video games as a base, and when the fuck do I get most of my video games? Christmas.
Yep. And you start
But
playing
by the time
them in
I'm
January.
actually set into, like, getting through test shit and all that for a game, it's already in January. So I have so many characters with January birthdays.
To be fair,
It is ridiculous.
To be fair, Keshin, Ariana, and Jason all have January birthdays.
Yeah.
I don't know when Cadis's is. Like, real Cadis. I don't know when Cadis's is.
Yeah, and then my fucking first
Or
official
Violetta.
Pathfinder OC that I made, like, I unintentionally in terms of the pattern,
Mhm.
but for his story purposes, I ended up making it January 1st.
Ah, there
And
we
then after all the other characters came out with January birthdays, it's like, fuck! Well, like,
go.
that wasn't even when I made him, and I still made it a January birthday. So, like, god damn it! I'm not changing it now because that fits into a story.
A lot of fucking in April.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, preface. I didn't prepare one, but we're gonna wing it. This has been on the roster for a while.
Oh yeah.
Like we talked about this about halfway, if not the entirety of the way through Pillars. We were talking about doing this
It
game.
was very early in Pillars 1, I believe.
Yeah.
If not halfway, yeah.
Very, very excited for this. PJ and I went through to take a look at some of the character creator stuff so I could get a feel for it last week.
And finally, somebody else understands now how fucking excited I was when I went through the character creator, because the possibilities of making OCs is fucking outrageous.
And that being said, this is going to be really good in a number of ways for on and off stream. Because we're planning on doing Kingmaker and then Wrath of the Righteous. We're planning on doing them back to back, much like with Pillars. But
As
also,
of right now, we are. Assuming
as of
nothing
right
else
now.
decides to wedge its way in between.
yeah. But also it'll get us back into the campaign mindset for off-stream purposes, and just a lot of character creation stuff as well. So this is really
Take notes,
fun.
Suzie. Take notes.
This
Now
will-
it's your turn to take notes.
This will also allow us to get a general idea of how Pathfinder works, because most of the stuff is like copy pasted from the book.
Yes.
Um,
Some of it is translated into a video game format, which obviously is different.
mhm.
But a lot of the descriptions and how things work, a lot of it's based off of just directly from... Again, a lot of the descriptors
Yep.
are literally copy and pasted right from the book, to the point where some of the things in various descriptions of abilities won't even come into play in the game, because it's talking about, you know, face-to-face tabletop version.
Yeah,
So some of it might
Like
get
a lot
confusing.
of the
Hopefully I
dice-
can beat that out.
like a lot of the hit dice stuff.
Well, I mean, yeah, but to be fair,
Well-
the hit dice stuff is in it, but it's all behind the scenes. So
Right.
that was just me not really knowing, because I didn't look at... I let the game do it for me.
Fair enough.
More of a player than a DM, so I wasn't doing all that math.
Right. So for the sake of going on and on and on, the last thing I'll say is that you guys get the pleasure or the horrendous experience, depending on who you are, of having us voice the characters. There's going to be a lot of voices passed around.
Oh my god.
3 of us.
And if
Unlike
you-
Pillars, which, because of the connection issues at the beginning, I ended up opting out. Even though I still kind of voiced Kana, but that was its own
that
thing.
was just for the joke, yeah.
That was a special case. Really wanted to voice Durance, but the connection wouldn't let me.
Yeah,
But I digress. This, we're going back to the whole thing of us voicing characters.
yeah. And if you thought Kingdom Hearts was silly, oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh, good god.
Yeah, we're going to have a lot of vocal workouts with these series.
Let me drink more water.
I have... Oh god. I'm dripping. I have a lot of water.
Yeah,
So do I.
I have quite a few bottles next to me.
I have half a gallon of water.
Also, what I just said earlier.
I'm ready.
So, at work, unspecified work location.
The place where I work.
The place where I work. When stuff is done being sold or like sent back or whatever, and if there's still stuff on the shelves, they'll put it in the break room for us to take. So I wound up nabbing 3 fucking full cups of wasabi green peas, which
Oh boy.
I love to death.
Oh, goody.
Includes the sinuses.
I'm sure it does! Wasabi!
Wasabi. Anyway, tangents aside, because we'll be getting into those later.
Well.
Should actually start. So you said that.
I'm excited.
So you said that everything can be heard through Skype as well.
I believe so.
Sweet. All right, so PJ, take us through what we got here.
Okay, so most likely we're only going to be doing 2 of these.
Right.
We got the main story, which obviously is the main story. Barnhold's Lot is something that we're going... Okay, so this is going to get complicated. It's something that we're going to have to stop the main story to do within a set period of time within the main story.
Yes.
And then... because it happens alongside the main story, but only after a certain point. So that... At some point in that gap, we'll be switching over to that, but... And then Beneath the Stolen Lands is... essentially a roguelike that you can play either on its own here, or it's a dungeon that you can go through in the main story. Odds are very low that we're going to be touching it.
Probably not.
Because we're here for the story.
And I'm not here for challenge.
Yeah, and I'm sure it has its own story, but... also, we don't own it, so...
Yeah.
And even though I owned it when I went through, I didn't do it, so I don't have any knowledge of it. So
yeah, and my financial difficulties right now, which, by the way, coffee is down in the description for myself and our lovely resident artist here.
Hello!
Shameless plugs are shameless.
Who may or may not end up making another fucking portrait for this game, as she didn't.
Did you set that up? The portrait thing?
We haven't gotten to it yet. That'll be within the character creation
Okay.
process.
But you will set it up,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where it's going to be a custom one, I explained that to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
So at
I just
first
wanted
it's
to
going to
make
look
sure.
stupid. In this stream specifically, it at least, it's going to look stupid.
Also, should we go through the settings right now, or will there be a chance to adjust them before we start? Because I know that there were like a few things that we wanted to mess around with.
Well, there's difficulty settings and then there's just general settings.
Right.
I mean, I don't know if you prefer to have a bigger font size. I'd say making sure the subtitles are on, but this is primarily a, text game. So.
Yeah. You know what? We'll play it out as it comes. Again,
Which also comes down to whether we want to do turn-based or real-time with pause, which I am fairly certain we're going to be doing turn-based.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Though, actually, that's going to... I'll touch upon that again in a little bit. But,
Gotcha.
I don't think there's anything else before we start making the character.
Okay, so... Explore the Stolen Lands, a wild territory that has been contested for centuries. Hundreds of kingdoms have risen and fallen in these lands, and now it's time for you to make your mark by building your own kingdom. To succeed in this, you'll need to survive the harsh wilderness and the menace of rival nations, as well as perils from within your own courts.
So we're going to have some intrigue as well, which is going to be
it's right
interesting.
here. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah. So... The difficulty I did a custom easy difficulty. I hit easy, and then I just switched to Death's Door and Dead Companions Rise After Combat. So it was just easy without the death.
Actually, easy is Death's Door off. Oh, wait, no, it's not. I can read.
I would also recommend...
Critical hits off?
Huh?
Critical
Oh,
hits
well,
off.
that's critical hits towards you.
Oh, okay.
Which, on easier difficulties, you straight up can't be critical hit, because obviously that can be like a fucking run ender immediately. Lady Luck decides to bend you over a barrel.
Yeah, she and I are well acquainted. I'd rather not have another meeting with her for a while.
Yeah, but,
That being said, while you're explaining this, hey, Hermes!
oh boy.
Oh boy. So I'm gonna cut in for a second. PJ, I need the pixel dimensions for the 3 portraits. There are 3?
The first thing we'll be looking at is portraits, and they will be on screen.
The dimensions will be?
Yes.
They will straight up be on screen.
That's why it's gonna look so silly.
Yeah, because our portrait's gonna... our portrait at first is gonna be the dimensions. It's gonna be literally on screen at all times.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to write that down.
Yeah, so you'll be able to write it down.
Also,
that is literally the next thing we're gonna see is the portraits.
I started writing. My handwriting is atrocious today.
As long as you can read it at some point. It's
I can read it just fine, but I'm looking at it, and then I'm looking right next to it where I've written before, and it's like... that's bad.
Also, by the way, just a fun little fact about the difficulty stuff. You see how the last one's called Unfair? I've heard a lot of people that have played it actually say no, it's not just saying that because of how hard it is, it's borderline unfair.
Damn.
It fucks you over. It's just if you just want to suffer.
So double damage from any sort of enemy attack or trap. Enemies will have significantly increased power and usual chance of critical hits. Character will die upon suffering a deadly injury.
Yeah, the moment you get an injury, you're dead. You're dead.
Fucked. Choosing this difficulty is not recommended.
I wonder why.
Auto level ups are gonna be off. None of that shit.
Because as fun as it would be, and I mean, it's a situation where, similar to Pillars, every companion can have their own path of leveling up, which, from what I remember, isn't the worst, but we definitely have more fun doing what we do.
Right,
and who knows, maybe...
Fix the auto level up again.
Yep.
Yeah.
As opposed to Pillars, because there's multi-classing shit, you can just take a companion who already starts as level 1 or whatever, and what they're supposed to be. Yeah, you can just say fuck that and just make them whatever the fuck you want. They'll still have that one level in their original class, but I remember there was some character that was a fighter that I turned into a fucking druid.
Good.
For the game, even though they had no reason to be a druid.
Enable character retrain. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. The only other thing I would say to change is kingdom management.
Right.
Specifically because at the end of the game, if anybody who's played this, you probably know what I'm talking about. At the end of the game, the kingdom management can just become fuck you. Difficult. It's ridiculous how awful it can be. And
I'm
actually,
having deja vu here.
Yeah. Yeah. There is also the reason I also say this is because I guess I don't see the option here, but there will be an option that we need to tweak, which is we have to turn off the thing of if your lands fail, it's an instant game over.
Right.
Which, as I said, late game, if I didn't have that on for my game, I would have hit that 15 times over.
Fair enough.
And I would have failed the game. So when we get in, we're going to need to change that because we don't want that to happen.
No, let's not.
So, and while the kingdom stuff is alright, I don't see it being a thing that you're going to love to death.
I'm not playing this for the kingdom management.
Yeah, and that's why I say effortless over auto, because it's still fun to just play around with.
Right.
Especially for story purposes. But we don't want to eliminate it entirely, but yeah. So we're going to be doing
character.
That. So we're not having any fucking pre-made character.
Choose your character.
New character.
Shadow. Okay, so it's that. If I remember correctly.
Okay. Hold on.
I'm not touching.
Wait a second.
Oh, that one's really small though.
Yeah. 692 by 1024.
So the one on the right is going to be what is in the UI. The one on the left is what's going to be in dialogue, and the one in the middle is going to be what's in your character sheet. So every time you look at your alignment or anything that you do that changes your alignment, you're going to have the full body.
Yeah, what's the one on the right?
185
by
185 by 242. I have it on my screen too.
Okay.
Oh yeah, also for everybody's information.
By 242.
Also for everybody's information, I re-downloaded this game so I can look at the character with Rob, so I don't have to keep saying, "Oh, look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Look at that!"
Look at that! Look at that!
I'll just be able to look at stuff on my own and then direct him to it if I think it's worth it.
Okie dokie.
Good to go.
All right.
So, as I said before, we looked at this last week so long to the point where I actually started accidentally building my character.
Yeah, which I knew would happen.
Yeah.
The tools they give you is amazing.
So we're not gonna go over this entire thing.
For funsies, I can send in the Tidebringer chat Malakota.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I talked to Rob about Malakota, your OC that you made originally in Kingmaker.
Which, again, I need to reiterate, I don't actually have a problem with him, I just hate fighting him in SoulCal.
And that's fair.
Well, I forgot about that entirely.
He's kind of a bitch.
That's just Zosalamel's moveset.
It's true, it's just Zosalamel.
That's why everybody hates Sparatus.
It's okay if I tell him about the conversation, right, Suzie? No problem with that.
I already told him.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I missed the part. I missed the part about SoulCal, but yeah.
Yeah, because Susie's just like, do you have a problem with Malakota?
What's your problem with Malakota?
Yeah, because when I was regaling her what we were talking about, I said at one point, it's like, yeah, I forget what exactly it was to, but I was telling him about Malakota, and at one point he just said, fuck him. And I couldn't remember exactly what it was, and Suzie took that personally. So she had to get clarification.
I said, why do you hate Malakota?
You gave me a heart attack, Suzie. I was just like, I can't know. Oh, god damn it. Anyway.
But yeah, I completely forgot about... That would have made a lot more sense in my head if I remembered the SoulCal thing.
Yeah. So, for everybody's information in terms of background, even though obviously this is a video game, there's story already built into it, I already have a general backstory for this character. I was thinking about this. The wheels are constantly turning. Yeah.
So this won't be a full-on look through everything because we already did off-screen, just so we could get a rough outline. We have not figured out the details. Right. We have a general idea of what we're going to be starting with.
Yeah, also, Rob, if you want to glance at the picture I just sent, so you kind of have an idea of what I'm going to do for this character. That's my Malakota portrait that I have in my Pathfinder game.
Right, yeah, I do remember that.
And then I cropped it closer to his face for the different pictures. What?
Okay. It's great art, but you know how when you pull up a picture, especially on mobile, it has the timeline of recent pictures on the bottom?
Oh boy.
Yeah. Are you talking about the Virgil picture and the Mark picture and So Angie?
Yeah. Yeah, it was specifically the So Angie picture. I just caught a glimpse of it. I'm like, oh my god, I forgot about that.
So Angie.
So Angie. I also had to scroll back through our fucking game night group to try and find your most recent portrait, which I have to remember to do that for the next Kingdom Hearts stream too.
I can send it here too.
Oh no, I found it. I found it. Everything was good. But
also, if you need it smaller, I can make it smaller. But I did have it, so it's 2,000 by 2,000 instead of 4,000 by 4,000.
Considering that when I was making the cover, it went from for example, this to this.
Do I need to make it smaller for you, or
I can do it myself?
Okay.
I'm good, thank you. Anyway, yeah, good art, and I do have a general idea. Again, this character is going to be completely out of my depth.
God, he's an orc?
Huh?
Yeah.
So he's an orc.
Well, hold on, we haven't figured out the gender yet.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't know?
We don't know.
I wrote down orc. I just wrote down orc.
Well,
half orc.
Yeah, so Rob's going way out of his comfort zone because we're thinking about doing a fucking half-orc in this.
Mm-hmm.
Which I brought up because he thought of he thought of like the idea of the kind of character, and I just said, Rob, that kind of sounds like how a half-orc would live. And he was just kind of like, oh shit. Like,
trying to figure out what the other half would be, at least for the lore reasons, and honestly would probably go human, because oh god, what was the thing that popped up? There was something about the human thing where it was just like the that's the worst possible thing that you could be. I remember something along those lines when we were looking through.
I think it was half-orc. It's like you're the worst of both worlds.
Right, yeah.
That's what you're referring to? Yeah, that's literally the first line. Half-orcs get the worst of both worlds.
Right.
Because they're not accepted by either humans or orcs.
Yeah. Which, for the sake of everyone's information, whenever it's a half thing, especially in a video game format like this, it's usually assumed to be the other half to be human. It can be anything.
It's commonly human, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, more or less.
The most common half-breed of a kind is usually human. Obviously, it depends on where the game takes place, but in a lot of these, human's the most dominant race, so...
Yeah. Half-orcs get the worst of both worlds. Still, while they're not exactly accepted, half-orcs in civilized societies tend to be valued for their martial prowess. They are usually forced to grow up hard and fast, constantly fighting for protection or to make names for themselves. Feared, distrusted, and spat upon, half-orcs are still consistently manage to surprise their detractors with great deeds and unexpected wisdom, though sometimes it's easier just to crack a few skulls. Both genders of half-orcs stand between 6 and 7 feet tall. Big characters. Oh, yeah. With powerful builds and greenish or grayish skin. Which, can you... Oh, yeah, you can change the skin tone.
Yeah, there's a wide variety of skin tones for the half-orcs.
Their canines often grow long enough to protrude from their mouths, and these tusks, combined with heavy brows and slightly pointed ears, give them their notoriously bestial appearance. While half-orcs may be impressive, few ever describe them as beautiful. Poor half-orcs.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I was also guilty of that, because I think I said something along the same lines, like, this is not going to be a pretty character.
Yeah, straight up. Especially when you were thinking of making her female.
Yeah.
And you were just like, she's not going to be a pretty woman.
Which I want to challenge my past self on at this point. Oh, right, hair.
Yeah.
It hasn't fixed the hair. And apparently in Wrath, the character creator is a lot better.
It is a lot more in-depth.
So
Suzie's at least looked at it, I believe.
Yeah. And
that was before the update, so they even added more. They added, like, body tattoos and shit.
Alright, so we got skinny.
Normal.
These two don't... What's the difference?
Turn it around. It's probably boobs.
No, it's not boobage. What the hell is the difference between...
Well, you're going between 1 and...
Yeah. Actually, I don't... Yeah, I don't see... I'm looking at it on my end. I don't see a difference between them either.
Huh.
That's really weird.
It's odd.
We got wide, we got skinny, and then we got average.
It might be because the males actually had, like, all 4 work for the males, but for the females, maybe they just forgot to take out one of the 4 because there's only 3.
Ah. Gotcha.
But yeah, for a lot of the body type stuff in all races, the Pathfinder games usually have average, stocky, and slim. So
we're gonna go muscles.
Oh, we going strong, woman?
So we are going
beef?
Yeah,
She's got the beef?
Yes, Femel.
She's got the meat!
She's got the meat! And it...
Yeah, I love that. So a lot of the faces have, like, there's one angry and one happy. And it looks silly on the orcs.
Oh man, Angie. Let's see.
Anger.
Let's see what skin tones we got. Dork. This one kind of looks blue. It is kind of blue.
It's teal.
Yeah, it is teal.
And then purple.
It's like a purpley gray.
Yeah.
It's lavender.
Got whole and last one.
Dark teal, dark green.
Yeah.
Or dark green then dark.
I gotta get my blue in something. We're going fucking teal.
Teal.
Oh
the
boy.
Brighter teal.
Yeah, the brighter teal. Right, the hairstyles. 5, 6, and oh my god, what is that hairstyle?
Oh yeah.
And then bald. Yep, and then
A lot of dark hairs.
again, the lighting here is very bad.
Yeah.
Ooh, silver hair?
Could have silver hair.
I'd go for silver. Not that it really matters, but left or right-handed. Go right-handed just for the... you know. Familiarity. Like the orc weapons.
Yeah, we might have an orc weapon in this run.
Look at how beautiful she is.
Are the tusks coming from the lower jaw
Yes.
or the... Okay.
Unfortunately, you can't mess with the tusks.
Well, yeah, most times, almost all the time, orc tusks usually come from the bottom.
Yeah, it said canines, and I always associate canines with
Yeah,
the
that's
upper,
fair, but generally it's
so
lower
that's,
canines.
that's why I had to ask.
Sometimes upper canines are sharp, but they don't normally protrude out. It's usually just the lower.
All right.
So,
not a bad start.
yeah. So what we talked about, if we want to talk about it now.
Yeah, we can talk about it.
Rob fell in love, similar to me, fell in love with the bloodline system.
Oh my god, it was so enticing.
I love the bloodline system.
Yep. So
That specifically because Rob also loves magic.
yeah.
We were thinking sorcerer.
Which wasn't there? Okay, yeah, that was Eldritch Knight.
Yeah, you played with the idea of eventually prestiging to an Eldritch Knight, which would be interesting.
Yeah. Also, hold on.
Especially if you combine that with one of the bloodlines we were looking at. Now that I think about it.
I didn't mess with the colors.
Well, that's because in the first screen you didn't have the colors because you needed the outfit first.
Right.
So you just had a sack outfit.
Okay. That's fair. You know what? Then I'll wait on that.
Well, you can pick them here. I mean, this is where you normally pick them.
Gotcha. The red looks good, especially against the teal skin. But let's take a look.
So, what are you doing? Eldritch Knight? Or Sorcerer?
We're figuring it out.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, when we looked through the character creator, we didn't set anything in stone, but we had a good idea. So that's subject to change at any point in this, as Rob is
Okay,
looking
I'm gonna need to know what the outfit you're choosing.
Yeah,
is, that's all.
absolutely.
Yeah, we will.
And that's what we're.
I'm
Trust me.
taking notes.
You're taking
Trust
notes.
us, you'll be the first to know, Suzie.
Good.
Already working on your, like, swamp head jawline.
Oh, that's a yellow.
Because you don't really get a good choice of color on eyes in this creator.
We were going to talk about that.
Okay.
I can give you a hint of what Rob was leaning towards that you could probably guess.
It wasn't leaning. It was definite.
As soon as you figured out, it's like, oh, you can't choose the eye color? Well, that means it's open-ended!
I mean, I already said straight up when we were doing this, like, you don't have access to the eyes. That means we're doing heterochromia.
Ooh! Ooh! Do you know what colors?
I'm figuring it out.
The character's not even made yet!
I'm excited! That's fun!
We're all excited!
It's so fun to draw!
I've been waiting for this for 2 years!
I don't get to draw a lot of weird skin tones either, so
This week is a week of just major excitement with the games being played on this channel overall. Like, we're starting this tonight. Tomorrow I'm going into uncharted territory in Vacant Sky. We're doing Kingdom Hearts. I mean, that's always fun. And then we're gonna go back to Three Houses. This is a fucking great week in terms of stream shit.
right.
And everything will go exactly as planned.
PJ!
Everything will go great.
Oh, man. Anyway. Oh, God. That's secondary. Oh, yeah. Fucking Warlord. Here we go. Bright yellow.
Oh, yeah!
I like the red and gold on her skin.
Against the teal skin.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious, not that you have to do it, but can you make that red brighter?
Go away. I guess this would be the... Oh, God.
No, that's pink.
Too bright! Ooh.
Okay.
Actually, I think that's what the default coloration was, wasn't it?
No, I meant, like, you had the yellow on that.
Yeah. No, I'm saying, like, the outfit started off around that color.
Right.
There's the red and... Let me take a look at the purple. Nope, that's Alico. Nope. Can't do that.
No, I'm like, so, where you had it before, where the yellow was the top, and then the dark red was the bottom?
The top is primary, bottom is secondary.
Okay, so you wanted the brighter red on the bottom, and then the gold.
Yeah, just to look at it.
That's the brightest the red on the bottom can get, without going pink.
Okay. I just wanted to see the combination. Because it doesn't look like you can get away from the gold trim anyway.
No, that's set in the Sorcerer outfit.
Well, it's set in the Slayer outfit, too.
Yes. Good amount of outfits where the tertiary is, like, set.
So, actually, I think I'm gonna wait on the coloration until we, like, solidify the bloodline stuff, because
You want to tie it into the bloodline, I had a feeling. That's fair.
Yeah. So, like,
we just have to remember to go back.
Yeah. So there were a lot of class options. There's a lot of
because
customization.
Every class has like 3 additional subclasses.
Yeah. Which
and Malakota is a Slayer.
A Spawn Slayer.
Spawn Slayer.
Which 4? That's the general outfit.
Yep. Though Suzie took off the hood.
I sure as heck did.
Like, just for the sake of everybody's information, stuff like Paladin is out because of what we're going to be going for.
The alignment restriction of Paladin, where you have to be lawful good.
Yeah.
You got stuff like that. Monk has to be a lawful alignment. It doesn't matter whether it's good, evil, or neutral. Mm-hmm. Barbarian cannot be lawful in any way, and it can be literally anything else.
Yep.
There are some restrictions on some classes.
Which I misread. I remember that.
Yeah,
like, why
Druid
is only neutral?
Yeah, Druid has to be 1 step away from neutral, which means everything in the plus, like it, both horizontal and vertical, no diagonal. Mm-hmm. That's 1 step away.
Yep. Otherwise, that would be everything, because neutral's right in the middle.
So that has to be some form of neutral.
This one was also something that I was considering, the Blight Druid. Which was just really cool.
Depending on how it goes, who knows, maybe you'll end up multi-classing.
What, you mean Flemeth?
Not... Well, I guess if you... I guess if you pick a Draconic bloodline, it's not... Well, actually, no. Blight... I mean, she would be a Druid... Well, no, she'd straight up be just a sorcerer, to be fair. Or I guess she would be a combo druid sorcerer, but she wouldn't be a blight druid. Blight druid is like a druid that's on the Darkspawn side. Look at it that way.
Yeah.
It's trying to corrupt everything around it.
Nature corrupted, ruined, and destroyed. Blight druids are caretakers of lands ravaged by natural disaster.
It's just every time I hear the word blight now, my brain is like Dragon Age.
That's fair. But yeah, over here we have the general idea of what happens if you stick with the classes all the way. This one's pretty, I mean, like just basic.
Bare bones until you select a bloodline.
Yeah, basic sorcerer is pretty bare. But
you need to pick a bloodline.
Yeah. But it does let you know, it's like, hey, you get 9th level spells at fucking level 17 or whatever, or 18. You know, so there is that. But we're gonna be going into that blind.
Yep.
Bloodline!
Okay.
Gonna
get this out of the way. Abyssal Bloodline is easily my favorite.
Which, yep, just demonic.
Yep. Which I'd like to say once again, demons and devils are different in this universe.
And demons?
Devils are lawful evil, demons are chaotic evil. Devils are what you'd assume, like, you know, it's hell, red, hoof horns, all that. Demons are like eldritch abominations.
Mm-hmm.
So
I am, at least when we left off, I was conflicted between two ideas. One being the white dragon bloodline.
It was between White Dragon and Serpentine.
And Snake.
The Serpentine one looks really cool.
Yep. And just for each of them, for the Serpentine one, your bloodline carries a lingering stain of ancient serpent races that ruled when the world was young. Your forebears were likely favored slaves, anointed by their reptilian masters, and gifted with their cold cunning and subtle manipulation. While deception and mesmeric charm are your birthright, you may struggle for truth in spite of your heritage. The treacherous yet hypnotic serpent's blood that flows through you taints your magic with a sinuous and seductive grace. And then all the feats there.
Yes.
Which don't you get a fucking whatchamacallit right away? Don't you get like hypnosis right away?
It's 3rd level. You got hypnosis.
Yeah, hypnotism. Either that or the white dragon, which is the lowest in the dragon tiers.
Yeah, it is the bottom of the power tree of the chromatic dragons, which are the evil ones that are not metallic. There's metallic, which are good aligned usually, and chromatic, which are evil aligned usually.
Usually. At some point in your family's history, a dragon interbred with your bloodline, and now its ancient power flows through your veins. Although
damn bards.
Yeah, damn bards.
That's what I said when we were looking through it.
Yep.
Although
I guess I found the brain cell then.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't say that word for word, but I was like, you know, that's the stereotype of what bards do to dragons.
Yep.
They create sorcerers.
Though most consider it to be the weakest and most feral of the chromatic dragons, the white dragon makes up for its lack of cunning with sheer ferocity. So little look into what I was planning on, especially as we were going through this. I loved the idea of this character just resenting like super hard their bloodline, their ancestry, what they were stuck with, and like wanting to find some way to end it or get revenge in some way, shape, or form. And the white dragon and the serpentine called to me, especially for that, because the serpentine is just directly connected to slavery. While the white dragons, you know, they're the lowest on the rung. You know, they're looked down upon as being kind of the weakest. So either or could go in the direction.
Do we need to flip a coin?
I mean, well, let's just talk about it a little bit first before we immediately go to the coin. Because I know that you really liked the idea of, especially if it was a thing where, if there was a familial thing, or directly to your character, something lording over this character, that causes that resentment, which dragons obviously can, like, especially evil ones, can enslave entire villages or civilizations or whatever.
Yep. Whereas
the Serpentine one, like, as it said, the snake people, they just ruled over everything, apparently.
Yeah. So for level 13, for both of them, you get physical features. For Dragon, it is the claws, I think?
No, you start with the claws.
Oh, you start with the claws? No, that's when you can transform.
At 13, you can transform into a dragon.
Right, yeah.
Whereas for the Serpentine bloodline, at 13, you can fucking, like, push the limits of your abilities martially to insane degrees.
Yeah, because you don't actually transform into anything snake-like until level 20. For the Serpentine one.
Which is questionable whether we'll even make it that far, but...
Which I highly doubt.
But yeah, the transformation of the snake one, as it says, you become a fighting machine, and you become ridiculous.
Yeah, and like, you can't cast any magic, but you just go ham on the physical.
Yeah. Which for an orc, half-orc, would be pretty good.
Right, but then, PJ suggested, it was kind of just a passing thought, but it amused me of, like, getting these physical features, the claws, or being able to transform into the dragon, and the character's just like, what the fuck?
But I mean, that's what would happen with the snake, too, to be fair.
If I stuck with it to level 20.
True.
The thing,
of course, there is the manifestation in that transformation, which... I mean, well, both of them have aspects where you transform to a certain extent, especially because at first level, for dragons, you get claws. First level for the snake, you get fangs.
Right.
So there still is that transformation, and then, like, you can summon shit with the snake stuff, and you also can get, like, is that snake skin at level 9? With that hand picture?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
if you went
scales.
with the snake, would I have to go, like... Would I have to stack
Yeah, I
the
was thinking
fangs?
about the teeth, like, how the fuck would the
like,
the
stack
tusks
them?
and the
well, I mean, at
fangs
least
work?
if the mouth is open, like, if you were to draw it with the mouth open, I don't know if they would protrude out, because most half-orcs have big underbite. So
yeah, if we're going with snake fangs, a lot of the time they lay flat, like they have a hinge on them.
So their mouth would have to be open to be able to see those fangs. Yeah, just playing with the fangs.
But again, the general idea of, like, sticking with it until level 13, and then this character just becomes a dragon. It's like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
That would be great, though.
You reach your full potential. I hate it. I get there are definitely pros and cons to either one, and I know that whichever one I pick, there's going to be some, like, of kicking myself about not picking the other one. That's just how it's going to be.
That's fair. Yeah, also the white dragon is all about cold. Cold element. That's what a white dragon is.
Yeah.
It's a cold element dragon. And again, with that you start with claws, so they'd be white dragon claws. I don't know if that actually shows, but
a little bit of a cool tie-in, at least if you choose the white dragon, is that you gave her silver hair.
Yeah, it's true. I'm also thinking about it's like an orc with fucking magic resistance out the wazoo, or spell resistance, I should say.
Well, if you're gonna be, being a caster, you get a lot of that innately as well.
Fair enough. But I'm just saying, like...
Yeah, but even more.
Well, does the Serpentine bloodline also... Not that I want it to sound like I'm leaning towards that, but
Even though it does.
I don't mean for that, but I just want to make sure that we look at everything.
Yeah. No, it's fair. I get...
Wait, what did you say, Suzie?
We get the summons.
Team Dragon and Team Snake.
I'm not saying that I'm on Team Snake. I just want to make sure that everything's looked at.
Hold
I'm
monster.
on Team Dragon.
Of course you are. Before we started, everyone knew you would be.
All dragons.
Okay. No, there's no spell resistance for the snake. It's a lot of like the poison and summoning things.
Just summoning armies of snakes.
Yeah.
Or in this case, lizards.
No, dogs, remember? We summoned puppers.
No, this. Summon Monster 3. The spell summons an extraplanar monitor lizard, 1d3 extraplanar wolves, or 1d4 extraplanar dog.
Yeah.
So it's any of those.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could just pop out a bunch of dogs.
Puppers do my bidding.
Although it looks like you can summon more at 15. Again, this all also depends on how far we go with this.
Again,
if we do multi-class.
Yeah, I would love to see what the fucking knight has, but knight only goes up to level 10, and there's no guarantee that I'm gonna do everything.
Didn't I already look at that in Wrath? I thought I pointed that out for.
Yeah, it wasn't great. Now that I think about it, was it?
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, it did mix martial with arcane, but it didn't seem like it did too much special.
Right. Also, that being said, just for future planning, what do we have? So what? Oh my god. Level 4 can also wild shape into a wolf. Just be a transforming fucking machine.
Yeah, you could. All those, you see all those green dots? Those are all transformations.
Oh shit.
So you could just look through those as well. You can be a leopard.
Can be a leopard, can be small elemental.
Of whatever element you choose, by the way.
Right, and that would be as far as I go, because I would at least want to get to level 13 in my main thing there. Right. But even so, miasma? Blade Druid? Oh, I see. Oh, that could stack on the snake stuff with the poison.
That's true. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, the Blade Druid combined with the poison of the snake shit.
Oh god, it's so hard.
I mean, that's character creation.
I know.
Flip a coin.
God, fucking.
Do we really want to leave it up to a coin?
I'm just joking. I just.
Yes.
Yeah, it all depends on the if you want more defensive and you end up wanting to go down the path of like the arcane or the Eldritch Knight, then I could see the Draconic Bloodline working out. But yet, if you want to go down the path of the Blight Druid, then, as you just saw, the snake would definitely work very well in tandem with that. Yo, you could be like a corrupted snake! While also being able to turn into a fucking wolf and leopard.
But the dragon also gives fear, which would stack upon...
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, dragons are scary.
Fear, more spell resistance, and then the dragon kind, which again, we would be going to max level 13.
I love fear.
It's great.
God, the potential in both paths.
Oh yeah.
I'm just remembering every time I've been able to play in a campaign and I choose fear, my DM has hated it. Because I cause, the enemy to, have a heart attack or run away immediately.
Right.
Oh, it's
actually,
great.
I've been saying, if you look at the other thing, I have it in front of me. I opened the game specifically so I wouldn't have to do that.
And you kept doing it anyway.
I got roped into looking at what you were looking at.
Yeah.
Poison snake skin.
Old monster. Oh. Fuck, man.
Oh yeah, it's the snake bloodline. You can just straight up create your own poison.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot! No, I mean, obviously if we're going with the multi-class thing, like especially I guess with the snake bloodline, you'd be going up to 13. Because I was looking at the summoning things on level 15, and I just remembered the Den of Vermin thing where you can summon swarms. You could summon swarms of spiders.
Become your fear.
Embrace fear.
Embrace.
What
I was
would
going to
be?
say something and I completely.
Oh,
forgot
the snake bloodline. Well, again, this is past 13. Like, it all depends on what we do by that time. But frightful aspect. Not only do you know, not only do you frighten enemies, but you get a +6 size bonus to strength, a +4 size bonus to constitution, +6 natural armor bonus. Then an aura that emanates 30 feet around you. Enemy creatures within the area, the aura are shaken. Every time a creature is shaken by this aura and hits you with a melee attack, the creature becomes frightened for 1d4 turns.
Do they have to roll on a fear table to see if they have a heart attack and die? Sorry, that's more Savage Worlds than Pathfinder.
No, you're in the right mindset. It's good.
It's a hard one.
Why not?
This was the biggest... In all of the time creating this character that we just looked at the other day, this was the biggest thing we stared at for the longest time as well.
Yeah, it was. Again, I thought it would be so much faster because we had a general idea, but now I'm second guessing myself.
It's because they're both so good. Heavy resistances to cold versus heavy resistances to poison. You become a lot more of a controller if it's the Serpentine thing, and it's a lot more direct with the Draconic. It's fucking hard, yo.
Yeah, there's going to be regret. There's going to be regret no matter which way I go. Then again, that also leaves room for another character that has a similar set of circumstances, but with the Serpentine stuff too.
That's true.
Yeah, we're going dragon.
Yeah, dragon!
Yeah, the thing that tipped me was the fear thing. It's just
Yeah, fear. Don't forget to solidify your colors now.
Yeah,
I was literally just about to say that too. Like, if you want to go back with the colors.
yeah. Okay, so we're doing white dragon, which means we want. Now, what I
White
want, like
in some
White
capacity,
and
whether
blue.
I was thinking the go because of the resentment of the bloodline going the opposite way.
So, like,
I mean, darker
black
colors.
and green.
Yeah, something like that.
green.
Opposite. No, blue. It would be
I was gonna say, like,
orange. Black and
that's
orange.
50%
Halloween!
blue.
Although there's really no like orange per se.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there isn't.
Close.
Actually, what would the green look like? Ooh. Again, it's nothing eye-catching, but then again, we're coming from Parshi, who is a whole other class.
Well,
Let me just switch the colors. If green be the. Also, were you saying something, PJ?
yeah, I was about to, but I stopped myself.
Okay,
So I'm just trying to think color theming.
gotcha.
Green with a white accent kind of looks cool. Or
Or
not white, black.
actually, would it?
Get gray. What if you switch them from
Switch 'em.
there?
White with green.
So, oh god. What am I doing? I keep clicking on the wrong. And green.
I thought you had that on white. Did you not? Okay.
Well, you said gray, didn't you?
No.
Well, you did at one point. But
Did I?
Yeah.
I don't remember
the white
saying
and green
gray.
kind of looks. Yeah, the white and green kind of looks cool.
Yeah.
Need to find the right green though.
I like the lighter color against her skin.
Yeah. Also, I mean, you could say like the white primary, and you could say the green is a tie into the serpentine thing, just as a memorial thing.
True. Again, it's almost invisible against its teal skin.
True.
I like it. I like it.
Is it the lightest green, or is it the second lightest?
That's the lightest. Again, hopefully... Actually, what's that whole row?
It's like gray greens, like olives. It looks like.
Yeah, it's like olive.
Yeah. Just okay, hold on. Just sheer curiosity.
The bright olive one actually pops a bit more from the skin because it goes more in the yellow direction.
That's true.
That kind of balances it out. If you want the green to stand out more.
Oh my god! Stop it. Hey, do you want to know about Dex? I think I'm gonna go to the darker green, if nothing else, because it's a lot more subtle. So, because we have the
But you mean the light,
the light regular green.
Because you said the darker green, I'm like, wait a second, dark green.
Did I say dark?
You did.
The darker green. But I knew what you meant. You meant like
Yeah.
the bluer green.
Yeah.
Cooler green.
Okay, hold on. Don't leave this page. Have
Okay.
her facing forward. Yeah. Okay.
Actually, funny enough, I just realized my Asmar Inquisitor character went on actually has the reverse.
Yeah.
The primary is the light green, and then the secondary is the white.
All right.
Yeah.
What dragon?
White dragon.
Here we go. What do I want? Okay, I said I wanted... Definitely intelligence for spell shit.
Well, okay, so if we're going... Sorcerer's spell shit is based off of charisma. Specifically. If we end up going down the route of druid, that will be based off of wisdom. If we do Eldritch Knight,
Which, honestly, I'm kind of starting to rethink.
That's fair.
Just looking through the druid stuff, I feel like the druid stuff would do me a lot better in the long run.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Okay, so wisdom, charisma. Charisma is double for intimidation. So definitely heavy on the charisma.
Oh yeah, because you're also part human, you can pick a racial bonus at the bottom there, which gives +2.
Oh yeah, that wasn't there before, was it? Well, it was. I just didn't see it.
Yeah. So you get because you're part human, you get a racial bonus you get a +2 to whatever stat you want without affecting the points.
Nice. So
whatever she would be natural in, I guess.
yeah. Let's see. Yeah, just sit here staring at it instead of actually doing something.
Also, don't let what I say change your mind at all if you do want more intelligence. I just wanted to let you know that that's not necessarily for the spell stuff. It won't affect it.
Yeah, I gotcha. 3, 1, 3. Dex. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll do 14 in each. And then we'll do the racial bonus in intelligence. So it'll be a little
fully rounded.
For now. That is just a habit of mine.
Fair.
Because intelligence learns and reasons ability is important for wizards.
Yeah, I guess it would be good to actually read the descriptors.
Yeah, modifier affects number of skill points at each level. Knowledge and lore checks. Actually, probably not for her. Strength is... Yep, melee attack rolls. Strength is with athletics. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes. Dexterity is mobility.
Right. Reflex saving throws, etc., etc. Mobility, trickery, and stealth checks. Take those points back. Throw them in wisdom and charisma. And I maxed out con. Alright, fine, you get 1 dex.
How gracious.
And then by character standards, she would probably strength bonus.
Fair enough.
Okay, I can deal with that. So we get 3 points for that. Persuasion. Yeah, persuasion is tied to intimidation, so definitely 1 there. Fuck knowledge or con. Fuck knowledge. Definitely 1 for athletics, because I love the idea of her being super fast on her feet. Which...
Well, that would be mobility.
Or... 1 for both, then.
Yeah, sure, why not?
And... Yeah, that'll work out nice. Yeah, that works out quite nicely. Now the abilities! We'll get to it eventually. We'll get to the game eventually.
Okay, so this first one is just the general feat, and then the second one's going to be sorcerer feat. So the sorcerer feat one is going to be magic specific. So if you see any magic ones on this list, they will be the only ones you can get on the other one, which you can look at either or whenever you want by clicking the boxes at the top there.
Right. So
in case, like, you want spell penetration, you don't necessarily have to get it for this first one, but you probably could get it for the second one.
Right. Gilded caster. Oh yeah, that's an ally thing. I'm not worrying about the ally stuff right now.
That's fair.
Oh god, Jesus.
Jesus, fuck!
Got the whole meta magic stuff, which I know we talked about last time. Deal with that later. Yes. Intimidating prowess. And then concentration is focus. No. Ooh, concentration checks. Penetration or combat casting. Combat casting. Definitely.
What was the first one that you got?
Intimidating prowess.
Gotcha.
I'm kind of doubling down on that, the intimidation stuff this time around.
That's fair. She gon' be meat!
Spells! Get 2.
Hey, you can get fear!
Just go with fear right away.
Fuck it!
We have the rice spell.
And you can also get hypnotism, that's something you can just get.
Yeah, that's true. Then we get the rice spell, which is, it's just rainbow. It's just rainbows.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Pocket rainbows.
Pocket rainbows. Earpiece and Scream seems really fun to just fuck people over with.
And yeah.
Magic missile!
You could also get, what was it called? Enlarge person, you could just make yourself giant.
I could. I also just do vanish.
Yeah. I mean, again, any of these are fucking they're great.
My rogue, like, it's called, the rogue part of me is fucking calling with the vanish. I'm gonna do, because it's not, I mean, like, I could get these spells later too, so it's not like it's one and done.
Just what you want to start with.
Yeah. Do ear-piercing scream. And
Fear.
Definitely gonna have to get magic missile at some point. Have to. Like.
Yeah, we're gonna have to try to figure out what the fuck you're gonna be wielding.
Yeah. And
darkness.
Because you could have a crossbow, which make you automatically range, unless you wanted a melee weapon.
I don't know how the weapon system works in this one yet.
Fair.
And we're gonna get hypnotism.
All right,
There's our character.
there she is.
What color are her eyes?
Let us go. I want to say purple again, but that's just because purple eyes are pretty.
Well, you get to choose 2 colors and tell me which one's which.
No, I know. I'm still trying to tie it to the dragon bloodline. I want there to be a lot of symbolism in this creation. They did that.
What color are white dragon eyes normally?
I wouldn't be surprised if they themselves were like white or. Well, actually, the little picture has him as blue. Blue eyes, white dragon.
Yeah. One white eye and one orange eye. It doesn't matter which one's which. That can be up to you. I was trying to think of colors that I don't necessarily go for. Like, black is normal. Blue is, I mean, like, duh. Green I have for Keshin. Purple we did for Parshi. Red is, I mean, that's pretty common. Yellow is where it is for Erebos.
I'm seeing because I'm looking up official Pathfinder art. I'm seeing a lot of white dragons have like that really pale icy blue. But it's bright, but it's that icier blue color.
Seems like pretty set though.
It's just if you wanted that.
It's good for reference, yeah.
Yep.
But yeah,
so
blue
one orange, one orange and one white.
Yep.
And you get to decide which is which. Flip a coin.
Where's Madman? Madman or aggressive?
May I see your entrails?
That's a female voice. Also, that was very soft.
Female. Did you forget already?
I may or may not have forgotten. Okay.
Is it because the silhouettes of a guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I'm gonna bump the game up just a slight bit.
Yeah, actually not hearing the voices very well over Skype.
That's why.
Quick! Else we miss all the fun!
You hear that? Haley.
Try it again.
I did it!
Okay, yeah, I can kind of hear it.
Yeah, I bumped it up a little bit more. Definitely gonna have to Definitely gonna have to mess around with the settings, but it's okay.
I won't take that.
Ooh, I'm really loud now, though.
What?
Why am I so loud?
I didn't bump you!
Okay, then maybe I've been too loud this whole time, Jesus.
Let's move already. Heal me quickly. Wherever my legs carry me.
No, aggressive.
Out of my way.
Definitely aggressive. Today is the 17th.
Yeah, the aggressive male voice is a favorite of mine. As well as the The madman male voice. Which just sounds like Ave, but it's Ave saying things that I would say.
Oh, I've done my characters a great disservice.
Why?
Today's Keshin's birthday.
I mean, we could mix it up a bit, depending on what you want to do.
No, it's the fact that I didn't even realize.
I'm just saying, if you wanted, we could mix it up a bit.
No, my point is just like, the 17th, why does that sound important? And then I looked at my calendar, I'm like, oh!
Well, that'll do it. So we going same birthday, or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're going same birthday.
An expected outcome. All according to plan. I lead, you follow.
Yeah, definitely aggressive. And then... Neutral Evil!
We're going an evil run! Which I am happy about.
Of course you are.
Of course I am! Chaotic evil represent!
Neutral Evil. And for the sake of trying to keep myself on track this time, because we don't want the same thing to happen to this character that happened to Parshi, I am leaving the... There's going to be indications on the alignment for responses. I'm leaving those on this time around.
I mean, to be fair, what Parshi turned into is kind of what you're probably going to start out as.
Yeah.
So you got to be specific in terms of, like, deviating from original goal.
Fair enough.
Because I expect this bitch to be nuts. Well, not necessarily, you know what I mean.
I do, yes.
She's gonna do some bad things.
Yeah. Not for the sake of picking the neutral evil options every time, but for the sake of seeing which option would get me where. I'm still going to play within character, hopefully. But it's just, I'm just going to be curious to see where the alignment would stray.
Right.
And
now we get to the big part.
The moment you've all been waiting for.
What she will be named.
So I had a really funny idea that whatever her first name is, because, you know, she's half human, that I would go for, like, fucking, like, Smith or something as
I was about to jokingly say Smith.
Like, I think it would be so funny to just have, like, an orcish first name and then Smith. So I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Johnson. Pennyworth.
Oh my god, no.
Have a fucking proper last name. Bell Bottom.
No. Thing is, what the fuck? Because, like, I'm used to trying to do elven shit, because that's kind of...
Oh, you're in all new territory now,
I don't
bitch.
know shit about orcish names.
Well, some of them can be, like, boiled down to just make a noise, or like a grunt or something, and then that...
And that's just the name?
No. Ragnar.
Good.
Choreograph. Damn son.
Damn son.
Gargraph.
No.
Of course, a lot of these are a bit more masculine.
Right. As I'm just like sounding out syllables to myself, just like the first syllable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. like Elder Scrolls orcs. You know how they're all just like Raga Gold Gargo.
Yeah.
Samantha. Just like an unassuming like Penny. Fat. The hero known as Fat.
Fat Smith. No, oh god, that's not what I meant to do.
Fang!
Yeah, just Fang! Oh my god.
Fanny.
And
Fan. Fandag.
Fundag. I don't know.
Fundag.
Fondue. Fundair.
Fundair. Yo, you Fundair.
Fundair. I can go with that. I can go with Fundair. Although, I'm gonna get rid of that because for some that seems more elvish to me. Even though I know that some Orcish games have that. Fundair Smith.
Smith. Oh, really going Smith?
I told you I was thinking that.
Damn.
What? What do you mean, damn?
Smith.
Fundair Smith. Oh man.
I also have seen. I mean, you can do whatever the fuck you want, but I've also seen like I'll use Solasta as an example. Like Solasta, if you make a half orc, they don't even give you a last name slot.
Oh yeah.
It's just first name, because I mean, generally they're not usually very accepted as the lore said. Like they're not accepted in any sort of family, so they don't really have like a last name.
That's true. That's fair.
Fundair.
But unofficially she'll be known as Smith. Fundair.
Please get rid of that other fucking. There's a space there.
Oh.
If you would have left that in, I would have had a fucking, like, downward spiral of anger throughout the entire series, seeing that fucking space there.
Fundair.
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 Fundair. Feel the Fundair. Lightning and the Fundair.
Alright, here we go. Lightning magic.
There we go! I mean, you can have a fucking element focus as a feat.
No, I'm not going back now.
Lightning!
Fundair.
I won't
Fundair.
take that.
There she is.
There she is.
Take your screen cap now.
My goodness. Jesus Christ.
Yep. A lot of this stuff you get automatically, like Treat Affliction, Acrobatics, some of the top stuff, like Demoralize, Coup de Grace.
There's the Dragon Claws.
Yep. Yeah, you can just grow claws. Yeah, that could be your melee weapon, to be fair.
That's fair.
Just get fucking white dragon claws.
There's Fundair.
Fundair.
Oh, goodness.
Ooh, do you think she'd have, like, white dragon scaling on her at all? You don't have to, but that's just a fun thought that I've seen some representation of.
I would think, if anything, I would think it would be like, maybe like on the shoulders or upper arm and like upper back, like underneath the armor, so she can cover it up. There she is! Wow! Holy crap!
Fundair.
I just needed it to sink in. It's like we finally got past the fucking character creation process.
Yeah. There she is. Here's the character you're going to be dealing with for the next, like, year or so.
Yeah.
Fun there.
I'm gonna step out real quick just to head to the bathroom. That way I can focus on what we're doing. Also,
Fair enough.
So Suzie
Maybe I should go get food in that time.
I was gonna say, so Suzie has time to get back as well.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, fuck it, I'll try to
Break
go
time.
get food real fast.
Hi.
Did you stop?
No, we're just taking a short break.
Oh, okay.
So we finished everything up, so.
Dante, hush.
Yeah. So, pop this back up. There she is. Hello.
We got back around the same time, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Meet Fundaire.
Fundaire!
Fun.
Lightning in the Fundaire!
Fundaire.
Okay.
Don't mind me. I encountered a fucking mass outbreak of Glaceon.
Oh boy.
And while, I mean, like, the shiny's kind of cool. The blue is just
paler.
It's a lot paler, and then the blue on its like the blue on its tail and related areas is a lot more pronounced. It's a deeper blue. Figure why not. Although that
Fundaire, who has the same birthday as Cashin Void.
yeah, Keshin's birthday is today. Oops. Also, like I said before, these wasabi peas clear up your sinuses. Fuck, I forgot how
As I
strong
said,
they are.
I bet.
Oh, yes, pick up my fucking PlayStation controller. I'm all over the place right now. Fundaire, the neutral evil half-orc.
We going an evil run.
With a white dragon bloodline.
My
Just
character
gonna-
went on is also neutral evil. So I'm sure they'd get along.
There she is.
Yeah,
Malakota.
these are characters for our eventual evil campaign, right, Suzie?
Yeah.
How we're all gonna try to kill each other?
Malakota is chaotic neutral, so.
Alright.
He would probably be in the main campaign.
As an NPC, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Coup de grace. Coup de grace.
Everybody gets that ability.
Ah.
By the
Okay. Demoralize, which is great. Trade affliction, fight defensively. Gonna have a high ace. Well, no, not gonna have a high AC because it's a fucking sorcerer.
Yep.
Which
You'd have to build that separately, essentially.
Actually, that reminds me. Again, we're basically done. But okay, so you naturally
Are
get
you
mage.
giving her any weapons, or?
That's still to be.
Rob doesn't know the kind of weapons that are in this game yet.
Yeah.
Are we not at that tab yet?
Well, that's not a tab.
I thought you could choose weapon proficiencies.
You can choose a weapon focus. Of course, Fundaire here doesn't have any weapon proficiencies because sorcerers don't have weapon proficiencies. That being said, she does have claws, so that might be the main thing. She's got those white dragon claws. Also, she has dragon scales, but you can't see them apparently.
Yeah, they are on the kind of working around the shoulder blades. So, on the top arm, yes, the upper arm. Near the shoulder and around and onto the upper back, just like right underneath where the pauldrons are here.
So you wouldn't actually see them in this outfit.
Yeah. Again, because she's trying to hide. She's trying to hide the bloodline. Which again is going to make transforming into a dragon so much funnier. Okay, so you naturally get mage armor at 3rd level.
Is she gonna have any specific elemental magic, or do you not know that yet either?
I haven't
Well,
gotten...
she will have cold. Naturally.
Well, yeah, for White Dragon. In terms of any other elemental stuff, I haven't thought that far ahead yet.
I think she was just trying to give her some sort of weapon.
No, I'm trying to like think of poses for the portrait. So
Yeah, there's a lot, unfortunately, that we just don't know yet.
She's a very headstrong individual, like kick down the door and charge into battle type of character.
Like the stereotype half-orc.
Which is why
Not that that's a bad thing.
Which is why PJ suggested it in the first place.
like Grog but smart, or is she dumb?
She's not dumb. She's not intelligent, but she's not dumb.
Like Grog with a modicum of common sense.
Yeah, something like that. She knows not to rage at every given moment, but like, you know, she's
I
not
would
going
like to rage.
Yeah, but she's not going to be proficient in any knowledge stuff either.
Okay.
She mostly uses her brawn and her wits to get things done rather than common sense. Well, brawn and intimidation, I should say. Because, you know what, I can't...
she has some wisdom.
A little bit.
But street smarts.
Street
Instead of book
smarts.
Yeah.
Well, that's also probably going to be for, if there's a multi-classing with Druid.
Double,
Yeah.
It works both ways.
None.
Wisdom in this also can signify willpower as well.
I believe we are good to go.
Also, just because I know this is going to amuse the both of you, I made myself some honey toast because my throat's already starting to get blown out and we haven't even started voicing yet.
Wow.
Jesus. How are you going to
I
survive?
talk loud.
How are you going to survive Friday? Until Friday, I should say.
Honey toast, apparently.
Alright, and with that, let us begin.
Welcome to Pathfinder, Rob. We finally made it.
Finally made it. 2 hours late. Almost 2 hours later.
Hey, it's better than if we never looked at this at all.
No, you're right.
Our story started at the mansion of an Aldori sword lord. Drawn by the promise of a most dangerous task and a commensurately huge reward, heroes of all stripes gathered here.
I'm assuming all storybook segments are pretty much narrated like this, or is it just particular ones?
These ones, that's hard. It's hard to answer
Okay.
because I don't feel it's been a while since I touched this game.
So, better safe than sorry. Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Most of the story stuff like this is from my memory at checkpoints.
Okay.
It's read to you, but like everything else, for the most part, you have to read yourself.
Right.
We'll be reading a lot.
Also, for your information, Rob, similar to
And
similar to Pillars, companions in this game kind of have like pretty much their entire dialogue right up front. So we'll have to plan that accordingly again.
Yeah.
the girl that's speaking here, I did end up voicing, and I loved voicing her.
Okay.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, because fun little... Oh. Okay, that's just on my PlayStation. Fun little fact. This is not the only Pathfinder content that's going on right now.
Well, that's kind of been on the back burner for over a year, I think, at this point, because Devil May Cry kind of absorbed all of my time.
But you started it, though.
Yeah, I started it.
Yeah, we kind of barely scratched the surface, Suzie and I, on our own time. So, Suzie will be familiar with a little bit of this.
Again, I cannot wait to see. Or, I guess I can.
You will.
Ooh.
A lot of this beginning part will be voiced, though, so we don't have to worry too much.
Let me get a drink
This
of
is
water.
taking forever. They didn't even say what this was for, just that the Aldori were looking for heroes. Who are the Aldori anyway? Rich folk?
Well, look at me, I'm just a silhouette.
Yeah, you are. You're just a silhouette with the word P. Sorry, the acronym PNG in front.
Ping,
Ping.
ping, ping.
If you can't be patient, no one's keeping you here. Just go back to your mountains or whatever hole you crawled out of. The Aldori Sword Lords run the premier school for the dueling arts. They're also the richest and most influential group in this part of Brevoy. Take that tone with them, and they'll teach you some manners pretty quickly.
And once again, we have the ability to highlight and take a look at the lore here.
Also, I'm guessing there's no way for you to be able to turn the game up for us specifically.
For you specifically, no.
Yeah.
It would be for the entire stream.
Yeah.
Well, how bad is it?
Well, I've had to turn my volume up to 50% to make sure I can hear it. Which is a lot higher than I usually have it.
Fair enough. Let me see. Maybe we can bump it up a little bit more.
It sounds fine on stream.
Sword Lords arose famous from Baron Syrian Aldori. I'm not going to be reading all this stuff out loud. I'm just going to be reading it to myself to get a general idea of what's happening.
No, but Suzie will need to take note of this stuff eventually.
Oh no, my nut.
Hopefully this game and the next will help. I hope. Very hard.
Dueling techniques. They ruled Roston for generations, each as prickly and impulsive as the Order's founder. Great. They are considered some of the finest sword fighters in the Inner Sea region. They're also so obsessed with personal standing and honor.
Also, you probably didn't look at it because we didn't look at the class stuff too much at this time around, but I believe Aldori Sword Lord was one of the prestige classes.
I think I saw that.
Throwing that out there, yeah.
Yeah. And then Brevoy.
It also had a lot of requirements.
Since 4499. History of Brevoy. It's a history of two often warring nations, Issia and Rossland. The coming of Coral the Conqueror changed all this. After securing the defeat and surrendering of two nations, Coral christened his family House Rogarvia. Jesus Christ.
These might be weird, but remember, you're having a significantly better time than the beginning of Pillars.
Yeah.
It's fair.
I
can speak fluent in Pillars at this point.
Well, yeah, at this point. That was after like a year and a half of it, I would hope so.
It's related with the mysterious disappearance of every member of House Rogarvia in 4699, leaving Brevoy in a precarious political position. Great. Alright. So no rulers. Vie for power. Alright.
All right, you purple toad, just shut your trap. And if you can't, I'll help you.
Hush! Quiet! They're coming.
Hi, Lindsay.
Also,
Good.
I like Amiri.
You don't say.
Yeah.
To the surprise of no one.
Yeah.
I really like Amiri.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do.
Greetings, everyone. I am Sword Lord Jamandi Aldori, and this is Lord Mayor Yosef Selimius of Restov. Welcome to my mansion.
Hello, Lord.
Also, I was laughing because it took them forever to get across the floor.
Gotta love the presentation.
Hello, I'm Fondair Smith. Oh yeah, that was something that Suzie missed. So Fondair's last name is Smith.
Really?
Yeah.
Good. Perfect.
Because I like because of the half-human portion, I'm just like, I would find it hilarious if it was just the most basic human last name, something like Smith or Johnson. So,
Von der Smith. She's Mrs. Smith.
Stav is
Miss Smith.
Is one of the 2 largest cities in the fertile region of Rossland in southern Brevoy. Lord Mayor Yosef Selemius. I'm gonna have to get these names into my tongue. Leads the city, which to trade and cultural center that borders the river kingdoms, the Shrike River, and the Stolen Lands. As the birthplace of the dueling style, the city boasts several Aldori and Taldan dueling schools, which has led to the city being a favorite place for young nobles to practice dueling championships. Most prominent among them is the Aldori Academy, widely regarded as the region's finest war college. Also, so much for me not reading all this out loud. To be fair, I do kind of absorb it better if I hear it, so...
That's very fair.
We thank you from the bottom of our hearts for responding to our call. You may be few, but that's unavoidable. We need only the best of the best for this task. And I see true heroes before me, strong and fearless, exactly what Restov needs.
So there's little descriptions at the top. I didn't even notice that. Mayor, a middle-aged man with bushy sideburns and a monocle, wearing a beaming smile. Yes. I'm middle-aged!
Thank you, Lord Mayor.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
To the point. South of here, just beyond Brevoy's border, lies a region known as the Stolen Lands. This is disputed territory, and while it's long been claimed by nearby states, it's never been truly taken. I won't bore you with the legal technicalities. Suffice to say that anyone with enough courage and power to seize the Stolen Lands and name themselves Baron or Baroness, claiming dominion, well, none of the neighboring states would be able to challenge it. Of course, Restov would be first to recognize the legitimacy of this new state, as well as the noble title of its founder.
Welcome to Mission 1. Claim land. Stolen Lands are an almost wholly unsettled region in the northeastern section of the River Kingdoms, bordering the nation of Brevoy and serving as a buffer between Brevoy and the River Kingdoms. Traditionally, the haunt of bandits and monstrous humanoids, the Stolen Lands are regarded as stolen by all nations along their border, even though none have ever been able to keep these realms under their control for long.
And also where the majority of the game is going to take place.
Yep.
Unfortunately, one serious obstacle stands between you and this title. A gang of bandits holds sway in the Stolen Lands. Their chief, who they call the Stag Lord, considers himself the rightful owner of these lands, and no one has yet been able to challenge his power. Bring me his head, and you'll be able to return to the Stolen Lands as their legal ruler. Any questions?
Okay, we're already running into an issue. Unless this doesn't count as the fucking... I keep blanking on the term. Like chaotic evil.
No, it would be very obvious if it was alignment-based stuff.
Yeah, due to trauma and stress, my brain go bleh.
No, you will know. You will very much know when it is an alignment choice.
Gotcha. You're helping us found... no. I gotta find the voice now. There's no face yet, but I gotta find the voice. Impetus found a barony? What do you gain from such generosity?
Don't ask stupid questions. Why
Fuck
should
you.
you even care? What they have to gain and why?
Fuck you!
The Eldori and I
Fuck you!
It's none of your concern. Your only concern is to swing your sword around or whatever it is you do.
I have a staff, thank you. Fucking hit you with my stick.
Of course, we stand to benefit from this enterprise. But if you're concerned that we intend to rule your country from afar, using you as a front,
you would be absolutely correct.
That these concerns are
ding, ding, ding.
Let's just say that we have a strong interest in the region's stability. We have need of a ruling power we can negotiate with, not bandit gangs and monster hordes.
Oh, I hate to break it to you. I hate to break it to you, Jamandi.
Yeah.
What is that smell in the air? Is it the smell of unspoken words and political intrigue?
Hello, Casey. Yes. Good art.
That's a tiefling.
Noticing you further comments, she winks at you coyly. I like you already. I like you already.
Hello, ma'am. Can I lick your horns?
What?
Malakota is uncomfortable.
Okay, so this is just gathering information, so I don't have to worry about that.
Actually, you're giant. You could probably just lean over and
just take her in between my fucking tusks and fangs and just shake her around like a
Wait, you didn't get fangs, did you?
Right,
no, you got claws. It's just the tusks.
Claws.
You got tusks and claws.
Right.
You only get fangs once you turn into the dragon.
Right.
Now I'm just imagining a white dragon with a giant underbite. I know that doesn't actually transfer over, but it's still funny.
Yeah.
It could.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess technically if you wanted to.
It could.
The glory of Pathfinder, anything is possible.
I haven't drawn a dragon in so long. Oh.
There's a whole team of us. Who exactly will receive the Baron's title?
I will, of course. I'm the leader of this team, after all. Don't worry, though.
I hate you
I'll make
so
it worth
much.
your while to help me.
Fuck off, Shorty. Good
old Tartuccio.
I hate Tartuccio.
Fucking Fun Dare just runs up and fucking just punts him
through a window. And breaking of glass.
One down. You're gonna
breathe,
Rob, you're gonna have a lot of fun starting out as an evil character. welcome to my neck of the woods.
Again, I need to remember.
And you.
Again, I need to remember that this is not chaotic stupid. This is chaotic neutral.
No.
Neutral evil. Oh my god.
It's not chaotic at all.
It's not chaotic at all.
It's not chaotic stupid. It's neutral evil. But like some of the possibilities are so fucking fun.
Well, to be fair, I'm here and I radiate chaotic energy. So.
Same.
We haven't yet begun, and you already speak of divvying rewards. What makes you think we'll even succeed? There's little point arguing over who gains the title when we'll most likely lose our lives there.
If I may please answer the question.
No.
Thank you, random coughing NPC.
That's Tartuccio walking back in. I think I swallowed some glass.
Anyway, she takes a long pause, waiting for the voices to die down as everyone directs their attention towards her.
We believe you're all equally deserving of a noble title. Over the course of your expedition, it will be up to you as a team to decide which of you is best suited to rule.
Why not just recognize this stag lord as Baron?
That's a good point. As I see it, this stag lord already holds power over the region with confidence. Many noble bloodlines were started by bandits who just got lucky, weren't they?
Perhaps because we do have standards to maintain. This room has seen many celebrations of adventurers, and even those who just got lucky. But giving a noble title to a bandit lord? That's one thing that's never happened here, and it won't while I still breathe.
Guess you just gotta make sure you don't breathe anymore. What reward?
Evil again.
I don't know. Again, I'm venting out
That's fair.
the thoughts. What rewards can we expect exactly? I'll get the voiceover time.
And what reward would you seek beyond a noble title and your own lands?
The Lord Mayor's eyebrows rise so far he almost drops his monocle.
We'll absorb the costs of preparing and equipping your expeditions. Once you return victorious, Restov will also allocate you a significant sum to provide financial support for you to establish your country. Essentially, we'll help you build your capital. I hope such a reward is satisfactory.
Words, words, words. Significant, financial. I can't fill my belly with pretty words.
You can fill it with gold.
Don't eat gold, Rob.
Don't eat gold.
Don't eat gold.
Yeah, I
I just start talking to you like I talk to Pooja. Don't eat the money.
Pooja?
This was a conversation we had way back when. Don't eat the gold.
Of course. There will also be an official banquet held in your honor. All of Rostov's high society will gather to celebrate your feat.
My feet?
Now you're
What do my feet do?
As clear as day.
Excellent. You venture forth tomorrow. For now, you can take some time to get to know one another better.
Nah.
Or you can head straight to your guest rooms to get some rest. You'll find we've already prepared supplies for you there. And thank you again for agreeing to take part in this expedition. I wish you luck.
You're gonna need it.
Thank you
Also,
again, with all my heart, for replying to this call.
Fine.
The flare in your eyes reveals your courage, the unshakable will that distinguishes true heroes. I look at you, O champions of Restov, and doubt not for a second that you'll be victorious. So venture forth toward your feet. Go, and return in triumph.
Anyway, yeah, also what?
What do these people want with my feet? I would actually recommend when we are able to going into the options and probably bumping up the font size.
Yeah,
Right.
that would be great.
Yeah.
Hi, my name's Lindsay. I'm a
Oh,
bard,
good.
though this is my first real adventure. So, shall we go teach this stag lord a lesson?
Just look down. You are small.
One second here. That was sent between us. Yes. Please load on phone. God damn it. PDF. Of course, that's not going to load on the phone. Alright.
Is it the book?
Yeah, it's the book.
I said gotcha.
Was hoping not to have to deal with it. Alright. Let's see.
Well, remember, a person can be sociable or not as sociable regardless of...
Yeah, I know.
alignment. Just comes down to the disposition.
I know. Which I haven't figured out. So we're gonna...
I mean, that's fair.
We're gonna establish it. I suppose I'll be cordial for now. I'm Pathfinder. Pleased to meet you.
Likewise. Actually, I also wanted to ask you something.
Oh, God.
No!
How do you feel about this Tartuccio fellow?
Fuck him.
I think he's pretty obnoxious personally. He appointed himself head of the team, and he's just after the Baron's crown, or whatever it is barons wear. Doesn't matter. I don't like him. I think you should be team leader. When I first saw you, I couldn't help but think, now here's a real hero. Someone who'll be praised in poems and songs. This is the person I'll write my book about.
And it should be called Lightning in the Fondare.
Wait, a book?
Damn, I should have led with that. Please, just let me explain.
I'm listening.
You know what the trouble with most heroes' biographies is? They're always written years later, based on the tales of, best case, people who saw things from the outside. Worst case, someone heard about it from their brother, who heard it from their friend, who heard it from their cousin, and so on, adding a new batch of lies each time. Every time I read about a heroic journey, I think to myself, why didn't they just bring a bard with them to write it all down properly? And then I thought, I could be that bard. I just needed to find a suitable hero and volunteer to follow along on their glorious adventure. A great plan, huh? And here we are, with a heroic journey lying before us. Who's going to be the hero? Some dwarf who keeps muttering about how we'll all die? Or maybe that horrific scythe lady? Or, God's forbid, Tartuccio? No way.
You know, having a bard by our side, or whatever Lindsay is, having a Jiminy by our side,
Having a Varric.
does not
She
sound
is
like
also small.
does not sound like a bad idea. Not a bad plan.
I think I remember calling her Lindsay Tetris when we went through.
Femveric. I call her Femveric.
Good.
Even though she's not a dwarf.
Not a bad plan. It's settled then. I'll accomplish the feats and you'll write them down.
Deal.
Hope you're ready for some horrific feats.
Feat 1! And then you punt Tartuccio through the wall again. And she's like, alright, I'll write it down.
It's good!
Go!
All right. I'm going to my room to write about tonight. See you in the morning.
And now we're... Oh. Okay. Scribbles, first line of the... Oh god, Jesus Christ. There's so... Alright, hold on.
Actually, you're going to want to... As well, I'm actually glad you went over that stuff. Well, do this. I'll actually explain when we get back in.
Where is the... Location will be marked. Okay, yeah. Where is the... Where would that be?
In game, I would think. Font size. The slider.
Wow,
That's
really...
just we're getting.
Alright. Oh, well, I guess we'll deal with it. Anyway, yeah.
So, in this game, contrary to Pillars 2,
does that fucking mouse thing again?
You can turn that off.
Yeah, probably going to.
Contrary to Pillars 2, where at the beginning you either pick turn-based or real-time with combat, I need you to go down to the bottom left, and you see that rook?
Yeah.
You can literally just toggle on and off at any point, even in the middle of battle, whether you want turn-based or real-time with pause.
No kidding.
Just whenever the fuck you want.
That's awesome.
Which, late game, I found was great. Like, if shit was starting to get tedious and you just wanted to blow through fights, just switch that to real-time and just go ham.
We're gonna use that at the end of Pillars.
I know! But, I would activate it first and foremost, because that's the main way we're going to be playing this.
Yep. So again, go back to the game, and where would that be?
I already forgot what we're looking for.
The mouse thing.
Oh, controls, perhaps?
It's screen scrolling. There it is.
Yep. Also, if we wanted multiple autosaves, I saw under game that you can pick the amount of autosaves.
Yes.
Save settings at the bottom there.
Yep. Autosave slots. Oh, okay. 25!
Let's not do that.
So like 2. Maybe 2 or 3.
I know Pillars had 3, so...
Yeah, 3 will work. And quick save slots.
Are we even going to be using quick save?
Nope.
It would be useful, but we're probably not going to use it.
Okay. Let's see if everything else is... Yeah. Enable scrolling beyond the game window. Oh, no! No, no, no. Not that. Keyboards... I don't know where that was before, but something's... Why? Why? What is going on? I'm not pressing any buttons. See that? I'm not doing that.
I don't know.
God, my keyboard's haunted. Alright.
Bondair's already trying to, like, struggle free.
What the fuck? What? The fuck was that?
I don't know!
What's happening?
Ah! And you just kick Tartuccio through the window again.
What?
He deserves it.
Oh god. Okay.
I don't know what's happening. Is it your mouse?
Is it the keyboard? It's not the keyboard. I shut the keyboard down. It's not the keyboard.
So it's the mouse.
It's the mouse. Why?
Do you have a controller plugged in?
No.
Okay. I know I've had that issue before.
Which this game can be played with a controller, by the by, but...
Jesus Christ. Stop it. I just want to take a look at what's... Okay. It was only on that... It was only on the control screen.
Just don't go back there.
Oh, okay. So we have the graphics quality. So if, for some reason, it does start screwing with the computer, we can at least knock it down.
Yes.
Not preferred, but we could. Anyway. Yeah, everything's at 100, unfortunately. Okay. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Alright. Inspect. Got the menus, got the map. Camp. How does camping work? Does camping use resources?
I believe there is camping supplies.
Okay. And then there's...
But I'm trying to remember, I think there was a...
Okay.
Okay, so I might be wrong about this, but I'm trying to remember.
Mm-hmm.
I think that camping supplies works... So, if you are out in, like, the wilderness, let's say,
mm-hmm.
I think you can camp without using supplies.
Okay.
But if you're in a dungeon, you have to use supplies to camp. I think. If that's how I remember it, I'm pretty sure that's how that works.
That sounds logical.
Because the idea is that you use it to, like, feed yourself, essentially. Or they're like rations or some shit. I don't know.
Right.
Because out in, like, the wilderness, you can assign a hunter
mm-hmm.
to hunt the food for you. Whereas in a dungeon, you have to bring your own food, essentially.
Gotcha.
I think that's how that works. I could be wrong. Prepared for me to be wrong on that, but I want to say that's how it works. It's something like that.
Right. Also, it seems that I am starting off with a crossbow.
Yeah, casters, especially that don't have any proficiency, start off with a crossbow because that way you're still ranged.
Gotcha.
I think you also start with a dagger. It's in your weapon sets.
Oh. Get 4 weapon sets.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, instead of having to unlock them like in Pillars.
We can just switch between them on the fly.
That being said, if you look right above the weapon sets, there is personal encumbrance.
Yeah.
There's party encumbrance, which is at the bottom right, and then there's personal encumbrance.
Okay.
So if you're wearing a lot of shit, that'll slow you down, but if you have a lot of shit, that'll make every member of the party become exhausted quicker.
I think I shut that off. That's why.
The exhaustion system, or?
Mm-hmm. Hold on. Yep, party speed depends on weight you're carrying is all.
Oh, that's just party speed. That's not exhaustion.
Oh, it's okay.
Also, it's good to have that off because that way, if it's off, that means that when you're just traveling, everybody will be the same speed. But if you had that on, then everybody would be walking at different speeds, just moving around.
Oof.
In combat, you'll still be slowed down.
Right.
But outside of combat, everybody will run at the same speed. So that's just convenience.
Gotcha.
Because it's really stupid if you have to wait for Jerry at the back of the fucking party moving like a mile an hour.
God damn it, Jerry.
Yeah.
Okay, so scroll of ear... What do you mean, scroll?
You clearly don't need that because you have it, but just like pillars, there are scroll-based spells. You don't have to use them. Because you're a caster, you start with a small kit of things, including scrolls.
Scroll of magic missile.
What you're going to want this tool belt to have, for the most part, is probably health potions.
Mm-hmm.
I had a line of them for all of my characters.
Right. Alright. There's all of our stats. Spellbook, which we start off with Hypnotism and Scrim. Okay, that's later. That's for later. Alright, so I got four spell uses a day.
You can use either of those a total of 4 times before you have to rest.
And then, encyclopedia. Right.
Yeah, it's Pathfinder. Also, Linji's journal is just the journal, so that's just quests. It'll also be written from the perspective of Lindsay.
Yeah. Okay. Hate the city. How are you holding up there, Suzie? I know that you're on a time limit today.
Yeah, I'm getting tired. And honestly, because I know what comes next after this, it would be a good place to stop right here.
Okay.
Well, we got the character creation down.
Mm-hmm.
Character creation stream.
Even though we looked at it beforehand. If we didn't, we'd still be on that screen. We can name them!
Good shit. You know what? Just for you.
Lightning and the Fonder.
Perfect.
Every time I see your name, I'm gonna think of that fucking song now.
Fonder. Lightning in the Fonder.
Fonder?
Fun dip?
Fun dip.
I also have... Oh, these are the scrolls?
No, those are your spells. What is on your tool belt is on the... I think the B? Just above your cursor there? Yeah, belt. There you go.
That's abilities. And then we got spellbook. So I get a couple for free. Start off with Acid Splash and Ray of Frost. Alright.
You can also, in your spell book, you'll see the levels on the right there.
Mm-hmm.
0 is cantrips. So some of those are cantrips.
I see.
So they're really shitty, but you can use them as many times as you want, as a cantrip do.
Light. Blind.
That's actually really useful.
Wow. Yeah, actually.
Yeah, you just cast it on yourself, and then it's basically like you're holding a torch. It's really useful. You'll be using that a lot in dungeons. Of course, a caster can only put light on one thing per caster.
Right.
So, like, if you put a light on yourself and then try to put it on somebody else, then yours will go away and it'll be put on somebody else's. Of course, if you have a bunch of casters, everybody gets a light ball.
Okay. I don't know. For some reason, I don't know how to end this. Just exit.
Goodbye.
We created Funder.
Funder,
the neutral evil sorcerer. Neutral evil half-orc sorcerer. Now you can start saying the fucking whole string of shit.
Yep. Alright.
Fonder.
Yeah, because I'm just like, yeah, we'll get through the character creation, maybe like part of the prologue, and then we took a lot longer on the character creation than I expected.
Yeah.
It's fine. We'll be set for next week.
Also, you can update Susie's picture on this too.
Oh yeah.
Still very cute.
But it's
cute.
Different now.
I know.
It changed a lot in a year.
It's been a long year.
I like to be accurate.
Very cute.
Yeah. So the rest of the week I went over this before, but I'll go over it again tomorrow. Gonna be back here with some more Vacant Sky contention as we move into Act 3, which is a completely blind territory for me. Thursday, Suzie will be joining me over on Twitch for some more Kingdom Hearts. Where we start off with getting a lost page from Halloween Town.
Oh, right.
Halloween Town? Yeah. No? Yes.
Didn't I text it or send it in the?
No. I know where we're going, but for some reason, Halloween Town that is the name of the town from Nightmare Before Christmas, right?
Halloween Town.
Okay.
And then there's. Oh, a Dalmatian.
That's the Dalmatian stuff. Yeah, so
I'm like 51 Dalmatians. There's more than 51 Dalmatians.
And then going back to the Coliseum to get my ass kicked.
Yeah. Oh god. More of this voice.
And then if we get past all that, then we go to Hollow Bastion, and that's where things really start to hit the fan. So Friday.
That's officially past where my knowledge is of the game.
At least in order, because you have knowledge that you shouldn't have.
Yeah, it's true. But that's because I was obsessed with Organization 13. So...
Axel.
I love him.
He's a good character.
And I still think I need to redo that plush.
You could. You have the skills.
I do. Do I have the time?
It depends on how long that Easter project is going to take. Did you forget about that?
No, I wasn't calling it Easter, even though it is an Easter project. I just...
Okay.
Stupid Easter baskets.
So that'll be Thursday. Friday, ladies and gentlemen. We get the resurrection of the long-sleeping Three Houses series. And everybody's gonna be there.
Oh my god!
And well, Chris was there too, but it was mostly for PJ and me. PJ and I took a look at the game the other day just to get a refresher, and yeah, we stopped right before things get real nasty.
Oh, I need to get my Flame Emperor cup.
Yeah, we stopped right before the ball. So that's gonna be fun. I'm immediately gonna get thrown back into Dimitri voice.
Why is it over there? I was looking around for it, and it's like across the room.
Who moved it?
Anyway.
Yeah, and that'll be at least Friday, if not also Saturday. That all depends on the Friday stream. There is also a possibility that Saturday we will be back on Chris's channel for school/post-game shenanigans for Pokemon Violet. Sunday, my orchestra rehearsals start again. However,
I'd like to back up a couple days, please.
Okay.
I have an announcement.
You do?
Thursday on Rowan Rose Art, I have something scheduled to post.
Yay!
Yay! I'm pretty sure it's Atticus.
Fantastic. All right. So there is that. Yeah, Sunday orchestra rehearsal, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. If I'm crazy enough and I'm awake enough, I might sneak in a Crisis Core stream over on Twitch, but there's no guarantees on that. Then Monday, Chris will be joining me back here for some more Persona 5 Strikers, and then we loop back around to Tuesday, where we officially begin Pathfinder. I'll say officially, because obviously this entire stream was just dedicated to the character creation process.
Still good.
It's still good, though.
Have new OC now.
Yeah, fun dare.
Fun dare.
Which hopefully I'll be able to develop the voice, the voice, as we keep going. Don't have any video stuff aside from the exports from Twitch, which would be Kingdom Hearts and Crisis Core respectively. And that's really about it. Aside from the links to the coffee stuff down in the description for both myself and Suzie. Finances are tight, and anything that you can give us would be great.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah. Chris actually earlier today was streaming over on Twitch. He was streaming whatever the fuck Professor Layton's daughter, that whole game is. I don't know what it was, but I'm sure he'll export that over.
Streaming?
Is he still streaming?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's still streaming.
Alright then. There's that. And the Pokemon stuff, and that's really about it that I know of at the moment. Peace channel's not dead.
Not dead, I'll get back to it eventually.
So you keep
My
saying...
gaming channel isn't dead.
I'm hoping this will be the year, but I don't know when.
And as Suzie, you get closer and closer to finally getting the stuff out. Listen, you're almost done with the bare bones of the project.
Yeah, and then I have to go through and subtitle everything.
And animate everything.
Oh, that's easy. That part was easy.
Still got a long way to go.
One of these days I just need to just sit the fuck down and just start streaming Dragon Age 2 for fuck's sake.
Yes!
Yeah. Which was something that we might, that was floating around as an idea to do in between Pillars and Pathfinder. But here we are.
I'm not surprised it didn't happen.
But here we are. Yeah, so go check out all these channels. Everything is down in the description for your guys' convenience. Got a whole bunch of content. If you want to continue to support us, leave a like, leave a comment, share with your friends so the word gets out. And if you want to continue to follow our exploits, click that subscribe button and click that bell to hopefully maybe sometimes half the time be notified when things are happening. YouTube is very inconsistent with their notifications. But yeah, there's that too. However, I would be remiss if I did not mention the 5th member of our group, and that is Poja, or Smiley, depending on how you want to address her. Or Mun. however you want to address her. She does not run a channel, but she does join us from time to time. She will be joining us as we resurrect 3 houses. She's also in the Pokemon Violet series over on Chris' channel, as well as the Earthbound video series on Chris' channel as well. We're a tight-knit group, for better or for worse. We're a tight-knit group. We're kind of stuck with each other, which means that we got a lot of projects to do. Not just on this channel. I mean, like, this channel has its own list for each stream day, but, like, overall, we got a lot of projects to do. So we're going to be here for a while. And as an audience, I want to thank you guys as well for joining us in whatever capacity and for however long you take time out of your days to do so. It's always nice to know you guys are enjoying the stuff as much as we enjoy putting it out, and I sincerely hope that you will enjoy this Pathfinder series as much as we do as we go through it, because it's going to be a doozy. It's going to be a doozy of a project. But yeah, if you don't care about anything else that was listed, that's fine. We'll be here next week for some more Pathfinder Kingmaker. Otherwise, there is plenty of stuff over the next 7 days that you can check out in the meantime. But that is it for now. So, as the final curtain falls for tonight and we take our final bows, I would like to say for one last time, thank you guys for watching. And as we head on off stage right, we'll see you guys later. Good night, everybody.
Good night.